you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. D.A., it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. And the post players for him, Kleber and Porzingis. Dawson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, the talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 spot. Here's Dawson. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's in there.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Here's Dawson, guarded by Harden. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Dawson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. 23 points his last outing. Durant kicks to Irving. Shoots over Doncic, and it's off the back rim. No good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction, but Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Aldridge, the pass to Harris. Nets passing it around. Irving finds Harden. Traps in the tray. Harden's got 5 now.
You know, everybody knows Harden is lights out from behind the arc, so if you're defending him, you've got to take that away.
Here's Dawson. Another 3 for Dallas. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic against Irving. Durant dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. And the call will be against D. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now, here is Irving. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Harris looking it over. Here's Aldridge. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
Aldridge is too strong to let a little bit of contact bother him. I actually think he likes those tough shots.
Here's Dawson. He's covered by Irving. But Trey, another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Dawson. 12 points for him.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Harris outside. Aldridge, the pass to Harden.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Durant against Kleber. Goes up at the stripe. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Doncic.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Harden. He's got 7. Floats one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Team foul.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed? Starting last.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Millsap. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Brown. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. And Dawson subbed in for Satoransky. On the floor for Dallas. And the post players for him, Kleber and Porzingis. Jalen Brunson out there with Dawson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Celtics put on a show. He had 56 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of 3-pointers. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure. And draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Killer and put him in this style of play. What adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Dawson gets the bucket.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that dribble. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
At the top of the key, Durant. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
.149 left in the first half. Durant feeling it out a bit. 4 on the clock. And a wide open look for Irving. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
The team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from 3-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 16. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Dawson. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. KD passes to Mills. Back to Durant. Feeds to Aldridge. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Pass to Dawson. It's deflected and stolen by Irving. Now here's Mills. Brunson covering. Irving dishes to Aldridge. To the wing right side. And here's Mills from the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds it.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Durant. D right on him. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. And it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets' 5.
So far, Harden having his way on offense. The defense has to try something different.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. He says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nice game. Great performance by D.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Durant. And then for Dallas, Brown is checked in for Porzingis. And it's Cauley-Stein in for Maxi Kleber. Millsap kicks to Harden. Back to Millsap. From downtown, he doesn't hit that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Dawson. The offensive rebound. Here's the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dawson's got 38 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the score.